What's up, fellow YouTubers? So Trigger Tiggle here, back again to do another YouTube video. So I'm sorry it took me so long on this. I was asked to talk about light and dark monsters. Right up there, you can check out the video. I did top 5, I think, dark monsters. Those were all Night 5s. So this one we're going to talk about light monsters. And not a huge fan of the light monsters. Just a personal thing. I like dark monsters better because they're evil. But yeah, it doesn't mean light monsters are bad. There's actually a lot of good ones. So let's just jump into it. So, number 5. We're going to do Isis. So she is the light desert queen. So a lot of people say she's a bad monster. And I'll get to the reasons on why they say that here in a second. But let's just go over here. So first skill, attacks the enemy and decreases its attack power for 2 turns with a 50% chance. That 50% will go up to, I believe it's 70% once fully skilled up. The first skill does take, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 4 skill up. Yeah, so it's 4 skill ups, and it goes up to 70% chance. Second skill, attacks an enemy. This attack has a 75% chance to remove all beneficial effects and puts the target to sleep for 1 turn. So that can be anti-Chloe. There's better monsters to do that against, or to use against Chloe, but you can use that against like a Chloe or any type of a buff monster. So not a bad one. The harmful effect does go up to, and I have that written down here. This is, what is it? It's 20%, so that would go up to, what is it? 85? No, wait. Is it 95? No, it goes up to 100%. I'm sorry, I don't know how to math. So yeah, it would go up to 100% chance on that. And it does not have a turn cooldown, so it'll always be 4 turns with that. And this is why people say that she's a bad monster, because the 7 turn, it's a very long to wait for, but that will go down to, what's that go down to? It'll go down to 5 turn cooldown for this, so it puts all enemies into an Oblivion state. So Oblivion, it's exactly like the Fire Efreet. Basically means like passive, say like Veramos will not activate. So it's immediate Oblivion effect, and then it reduces their cooldowns for 2 turns. So that's great for anybody that has like a passive, like I said, like Veramos or anything like that. And you can also use it for again, Chloe. I'm just going to use Chloe as an example. She's always getting picked on. But yeah, you can use it against that. So it'll reduce her long cooldown to use Fanatic by 2 turns. So she's not my favorite light monster, but she's still not bad. Her leader skill increases the attack power of ally monsters by 33%. It's not the best leader skill, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So it's like having an extra, like, say, like slot 4 or slot 5 at like attack rune or something like that. So not bad. So yeah, that's Isis. So let's move on to my next choice, and he is not a Nat 5, but he is still amazing, and everyone wants him, so I could not resist putting him onto this list. If I can find him, where are you? Huadam. So Huadam is pretty good. Oh, I'm jumping ahead here. So go back to Isis real quick. To fully skill her up, she needs 11 Devilmon. So she has 11 skill ups on that. So that's it. Sorry about that. Alright, so Huadam. So his first skill, it performs an unpredictable attack and increases the target's attack power for 1 turn. This attack will also increase the target's chance of landing a glancing hit for 1 turn if this lands as a critical hit. So, reduced attack power increases their chance to do a glancing hit, which is even less damage. So it's a really nice first skill. And the first skill will go up by 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35% damage. With that, it's not flat. There is a multiplier for it. Go search for it. I'll put the link down below. So second one, Burning Desert. It attacks all enemies 2 times with a sandstorm and decreases the attack gauge by 30% with a 30% chance for each attack. So it potentially has a chance to reduce their attack bar by 60%. That's all enemies. So he's really good in Arena. When you pair him with like other attack bar reductions or a stun team. Excuse me. So he's really good for crowd control, and you can use him for Tower of Ascension too. Second skill, that will go down to a 3-turn cooldown, and it does have its 4 skill ups. The first 3 are just damage, so it's just increased damage. But it does go down to 3 turns. His third skill here, though, is why everyone loves him. So if an ally receives an attack that kills them, that death will be prevented, and 30% of Huadam's HP is just transferred to that that dead ally. So it's basically like an instant revive. It just ignores it. So, and that's it's a passive, so you don't have to use a turn on it, but you do lose 30% HP. But it's still it's a great skill. That's why you probably want to build him with HP. His leader skill increases the critical rate of ally monsters by 17%. That's everywhere. That's not just arena. So that's also pretty darn good. In order to fully skill him, you need 9 Devilmon. Alright, so that's Huadam. Definitely want one. Never will get one. Never pulled lightning on a light dark scroll. Again, I think it's a myth. Alright, so next choice. Let's move right along here. Where are you? So it's one of the new monsters, actually. I got to looking at him and I'm like, darn, I gotta put him on here. So Oberon, the Light Fairy King. So what does Oberon do? Let's check this out. So attacks the enemy 2 times and removes a beneficial effect with a 30% chance on each strike. That 30%, I did look into it and I confirmed this. It does go up to 50% with that. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yeah, 5 skill ups on the first skill. So damage, of course, is increased, and then it goes up to its 50% chance. Ventilate. I'm sorry. Ventilate. So instantly readies all skills of an ally. Ventilate will not be affected by other cooldown reduction or increasing skills. So basically, you can't pair him with, say, like the Wind Dragon. So the Wind Dragon's time whatever manipulation skill will not affect this skill's cooldown. And it's basically just like a nerfed effect of the Wind Dragon. So the Wind Dragon, it's all of your units will have their cooldowns reduced. This one is just one ally. So it's not bad though. You can pair him. I'm going to again use Chloe on this just because it's Chloe. So Chloe pops Fanatic. Everyone goes. He goes last. Use Ventilate. Boom. Chloe can use Fanatic again very next turn. So I like that skill a lot. Light of Judgment. The Judgmentals. Judgmental fairy bitch. Alright, so Light of Judgment. So calls upon the power of light to deal defense ignoring damage to the enemy. Gains 1 turn of invincibility if the enemy dies. So it's a single target nuke. That's most of the Fairy Kings is what I've been seeing. They're single target nukes, and that's not an exception, but it's awesome because it ignores defense. I love units that ignore defense, like Lucian or like say the wind magic armor. So I'm not certain how much damage that can do. He does have a pretty high attack, just base attack, at a 5-star, or is this 6-star? Yeah, 6-star, whatever. So I'm gonna imagine that can do a crap ton of damage if you have it running correctly. What's that do? So third one, it does go down to its 5-turn cooldown. And, oh yeah, that one will actually go down to turn 2 to a 4-turn cooldown. And to completely max his skills, you need 10 Devilmon. His leader skill, increase the attack power of ally monsters in the arena by 44%. Again, not the best leader skill, but attack power by 44%, it's like an additional, just like a rune slot, like 6 like attack runes. So it's not a bad leader skill with that, and I definitely like him. I would like to get one. I could definitely see him used in some really cool arena compositions. So that is, what is that? Third, what do we got here? Succubus. Let's go Succubus next. And again, that is not a 5-star monster, but she is extremely powerful. If I can find you. Where are you, Succubi? Oh my god, where are you? Okay, after 5 minutes of me searching, found her. So, we're going with Arya, the Light Succubus. And again, not a Nat 5, but still an amazing monster. Her first skill. So let's go over this. So, attacks with a bat and puts the enemy to sleep for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Okay, not bad. Recovers the attack gauge by 50% if the enemy falls asleep. What? Alright, so that right there, the harmful effect will go up by 30%. So it'll have a 70% chance to put the enemy to sleep. That's just incredible. So she gains 50% of her attack bar back with that on her first skill. That's awesome. So second skill, slash them. So bitch slaps an enemy target and disturbs its HP recovery for 2 turns. If the enemy target is asleep, the target will be stunned for 1 turn. So sleep's great to begin with because it's not so great for defense, like an arena defense, because if she uses that first skill, they fall asleep. Typically what's going to happen is one of your other monsters is going to attack it and the sleep is just negated. They don't lose a turn because they're still building up their attack gauge, so it's pointless to do it. She's not the best monster for arena defense, but she's great for Tower of Ascension because you're using those monsters so you can put one asleep and attack another one and not have to worry about it. And then once this attack gauge gets, say, almost full, you can use that one and it's stunned for a turn. So I definitely love that one. Her third skill, oh yeah, go back to this one. Does it have any cooldowns on that? Second skill, yes, it will go down to, it'll go down to, it's a 3-turn cooldown with that, so once fully skilled. This one reduces the attack speed of all enemies with a deluding ray of light for 2 turns and increases the enemy's chance of landing a glancing hit. Third skill will go down to 4 turns. So with that one, I mean, it reduces the attack speed of all enemies for 1, so it's reducing their speed. Obviously, they can't attack you as much. And it gives them a chance to do a glancing hit. So she's really good for TOA. Really great TOA monster. A lot of players really want her. Her leader skill increases the HP of allied monsters in the arena by 33%. Again, not in love with that for arena defense. She'd probably be really good for arena offense, though, because monsters that put your enemies to sleep, like I said again, chances are they're going to get attacked. The one good thing about that, though, is she's a light monster, so unless you were using, you could probably throw in like Veramos, so she's going to attack him first and put him to sleep, and other monsters are probably not going to attack your Veramos. What am I talking about? That's terrible for arena defense advice. No. So you could probably put in, like, say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing my mind there. But yeah, not my favorite monster for arena defense. Arena offense, though, again, would be great because you can actually dictate who's going to be put to sleep. So yeah, I would love one. Really great light monster there. Now let's go to the last one here. Definitely my favorite, and I really want one. Again, if I can find her. And I just passed her earlier. Where are you? Llama, or Lima, or Lamia, however you say it. So the Light Oracle. Yeah, she's awesome. I love her. Alright, so first attack. So attacks 3 times and recovers 15% of the attack bar each time the attack lands as a critical hit. So you definitely want her with the high crit rate as you can get. So that would fill her attack bar if she lands all 3 as a critical hit. It does it by, it'll be, what is it? Be 45%, so that's awesome. Just on the first skill. Second skill. Attacks all enemies with an 80% chance to remove beneficial effects, inflicting continuous damage equal to the number of removed beneficial effects for 2 turns. So yeah, that will actually go up to 100% chance once fully skilled. So she screams anti-Chloe or anti-Megan too. So anything that has like buffs on them, and Chloe is used so much in arena, that's why I'm picking on her. So yeah, Chloe pops Fnatic, boom, use that. Ooh, replaces all of replaces her immunity buff and the invincibility shield with continuous damage. What's not to like on that? It's awesome. And even if Veramos goes, he's only going to remove one of those continuous damage, so at least one of them is going to pop. So I love that one. She is great, just on that skill alone. But then, third skill. So removes the harmful effects on all allies, makes them invincible for 1 turn, and recovers their HP by 15% each for 3 turns. So that's like a nerf down Chloe's Fanatic. So instead of giving, it doesn't give you a 2-turn immunity, but it does give you a 3-turn heal. So I do like that. She could probably be used for dragons, just with that skill too. And also that skill would probably work with dragons, because it can remove the boss's immunity and instead replace it with continuous damage. So yeah, I like her. Not sure about TOA usage. She's definitely mainly an arena monster, and she'd be awesome in arena too. And increase the accuracy of ally monsters by 41%. Not huge in accuracy, but you could use that in dungeons. If you have a team that's really hell-bent on accuracy, you could probably buff them with other stats instead. So you could use her as a leader skill. There's better leader skills out there, though, if you're going to use her for like Guild Wars or Arena. So yeah, she could go on a bomber team. Honestly, not the best Oracle to go on a bomber team. That's obviously going to be Serena, the wind one, but yeah, definitely an amazing light monster. Is she the best light monster? No, maybe not. In my opinion, that's what I think would be the best light monster. I could definitely see some usages with her. So as far as like team mechanics, so yeah, that's my vote. That's my top one. I'm sticking to it. So yeah, that's it. So those are my, oh yeah, and to go back to her real quick, where is she? Where did she go? Oh god, no. Where am I tonight? So alright, go back to her. It does take 10 Devilmon to fully skill her, and going back to the Succubus, Arya takes 14 Devilmon to fully skill, so she's a bit of an investment. I still say it's worth it to get her fully skilled. And another thing about her though, Arya, you can fuse the Fire Succubus to skill her up, so you can farm her skills. So that's the great thing about Arya. You don't really have to spend Devilmon on her. So yeah, that is my top 5 light monsters. So if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe. It definitely helps a lot. And that's it for this one, so I'll see you guys in the next video. So trigger to go out.